Amidst the ongoing Israel-Hamas war, French President Emmanuel Macron has raised deepest concern over civilian deaths in Gaza. Macron has dialed Netanyahu and urged for a lasting ceasefire in Gaza. He further said France will work in the coming days in cooperation with Jordan to carry out humanitarian operations in Gaza. He also insisted on the importance of measures to end the violence by Israel against Palestinian civilians in the occupied West Bank and prevent new planned settlements. Vrushali Kadam is joining us with more on this story. Vrushali, what really has Emmanuel Macron urged Netanyahu?
Well, Emmanuel Macron has demanded for lasting the ceasefire in Gaza. During his call happened with the Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. According to his office, what we are learning is escalating humanitarian crisis, and that's the reason why he has demanded for lasting the ceasefire. France is going to work on upcoming days in cooperation with Jordan to carry out the humanitarian cooperation operation in Gaza. This is what the French presidency has added in the official statement post this particular call which has come out from the French presidency, and it's basically a demand, on the humanitarian ground to, last the ceasefire, as we have seen that how the humanitarian crisis has gripped up in last few days. So certainly, the Netanyahu, since in the start of the war triggered by the Hamas, and Israeli Prime Minister has, shown his deep concern over the civilians' death and the humanitarian emergency in the Gaza particularly. And he has insisted on the importance of measures to end this violence by Israeli against the Palestine civilians in the occupied, particularly the West Bank, and to prevent a new planned settlement. As we know that, the crisis is going on since past so many months. So that's the reason why this is the time to, last ceasefire. This was the demand which is basically made by the Macron.
Mohammed Ali Shah continues to be with us as well. Mohammed Shah, depends now, remains to be seen how Netanyahu will react to this this demand made by Macron to him.
Well, I must say I am actually impressed by Macron's demand, and it is a very right demand and very reasonable demand. In fact, anyone would be concerned to see the kind of killings that are going on in Gaza of innocent civilians. Come on, it is, my heart aches actually. My heart it aches the similar way when my heart ached on 7th October to see what Hamas had done to innocent Israeli citizens, to the women over there, to the children, to the elderly. They had taken hostages. It was painful, indeed painful, to see what Hamas had done, and it was not pardonable at all. Similarly, my heart aches now to see what Israel is doing in Gaza. So many children losing their lives. For what? What is their fault? The kind of images that have surfaced from there, my heart aches. I really get a heartache to see this. So when Emmanuel Macron has given out a reasonable demand to Israel, I think it is a very, very welcome step, very reasonable demand. No one in the right state of mind will appreciate the kind of genocide, the kind of killing that's happening over there. No one. Irrespective, no matter how much poison hatred one would be having, it is just not done. It is that is the reason. Israel also should be careful. Netanyahu should be careful not to give people from like Erdogan from Turkey to give a chance to speak against them. The way the statement that they've made against them are totally. A lot of people might say it would be uncalled for. It probably could be, but the very fact is, who has invited those comments and how? To what actions? What Hamas did was wrong. It is a terrorist organization. But what Israel is actually a proper country. It is a country it's a government. It's got its own professional military. A professional military which we all had very, very high regards for. I would say had because, yes. The very fact everyone thought as Israeli military to be very strong and very professional. but somewhere.
Absolutely, Mohammed Shah. Thank you very much for joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.